This might be the most organized I've ever been. This could be it. This could be it. This could be the very first time. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Welcome to the first live stream. My heart is like pounding. I can't tell you well, I can because I'm about to. I can't tell you how I did it again. I have the chat in 2 different places. So when I lose it, I will find it. The nerves are definitely here, but I'm also like eager and excited. This button here, boom. Look at that. That's the incident action plan. People that don't know me have no idea how organized I am right now. Gotta show the shirt. Got this shirt a while ago. Now that we got Fallon and she's a white golden, now it actually matches. But yay. Welcome to the stream officially. Thank you for being here live or the playback or whatever. I appreciate y'all very much. So I'll say that probably another time or two. This button. Yep. Look, there's me. There's me again. All right. As I crack the monster, of course. Perfect. I should have a limiter. There should be a limiter. I'm telling you, I prepped for this. I prepped. Okay. I know just enough about technology to get me in trouble. It's the same sappy story, but I think it's important to tell that, you know, I enjoy YouTube for a lot of reasons. I enjoy making videos for a lot of reasons. YouTube happens to be the platform. But as far as like the first of many is a question mark. As nerve-wracking as this is, as nervous as I get, it's fun. I have a blast. So the thing with lives, the fun part about lives that I enjoy so much, it's not getting my heart rate up. I need to go to the gym. That's a different story. That's a different heart rate I need to get up. But what was I saying? What was I saying? And it's fun to interact with you on your videos in the comment section, on mine, and replies and all that other stuff. Like, I enjoy that a lot. Live streams are always a good time. Yeah. And that's what I'm getting at. And it's like, keep me on topic. But the lives are so much more engaging because, like, here it's live. I mean, obviously it's live, but it's in the moment. Just to go back and forth, you know, within seconds to minutes, depending on how long I can ramble, which could be several minutes. I can talk. Everybody knows by now. And even if this is the very first thing you've seen, I can talk to myself. Or I can talk to a brick wall. An issue I keep running into, there's many issues, but the issue I run into in the next video, the opening up for episode 16, my own fault. They say if you're going to be dumb, better be tough. Talking about the community, I mentioned Fallon here, got to move that. The Pacific and the Gulf. I don't know if I said that, but I'm kind of a professional meteorologist over here. Yeah, just Mike. Yep, got it. Nailed it. I'm terrible with names. Y'all don't ever change your profile pics because I've got it nailed because of the picture that goes along with the name. I'll always say this as a disclaimer. I'm the worst salesperson in the world. You don't ever have to watch any of my things. Anything I put out there, you're not going to offend me whatsoever. If you say hi and leave, do it, man. Do it. It's perfectly fine. You'll actually save time and brain cells by not watching, listening. But on that note, Rascal, American Outlaw. What do you want to be called? You want to be called Rascal or the American Outlaw? I'll call you both. Doesn't matter. All right, moving on. We'll just wing it. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. Good? Yeah, I think it's good. Either way, it's too late now. Internet is forever. So this is what I'm looking at. I have on the, let's see. I have the chat on the top left. I have the top right is actually my channel, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. The bottom left is OBS, so that's how I'm changing, clicking all here, the transitions and stuff. That's how I'm doing all that. This minus the 30 minutes. All right, perfect. All right, next topic. All right, cool. See, it's working. It's working. And change that by minimizing. There we go. Perfect. There's regret. See, regrets. Firefighter versus Fyer Moto. I just wanted to start over. I just wanted to do it. And I already said, and I mentioned it, like, I appreciate y'all greatly for coming over. And I know it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to somebody's channel, but you know, the comments and the follow and all that other stuff, like, it's effort. It's effort. The effort's there, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that. So I thank you, those who are watching. I used to do every Sunday at midnight. That's how I garnered my Australian friends. I roped them in because it was the only thing that was like new over there from the States. Because who releases at midnight? This guy. And then eventually I just got rid of like the new videos every Thursday, Sunday, and I was like, man, I just don't. I'm done. I'm so done with schedules and timelines and being busy with work and life, and then having to make sure that did the export go through. And I was like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. So I still was coming out with a video every 5 to 10 days, and I was like, man, this is like so much easier on my own, like the friction with myself and my own mental bandwidth and everything. So I was like, yeah, this is the way to go. And the thing where I'm getting at, because I was just thinking for a second, where the heck was I going with this? Someone tell me to like just snap out of it. Just come back to us. But the whole reason I say that is like Fyer Moto, there's never been. That's a big story to tell you that Fyer Moto knows no schedule. Yeah, Rob talks a lot. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, surprise. If this ever became like a second job, like the stress of that, then I wouldn't do it. And it wasn't until recently, like honestly, it wasn't until recently that I realized like I was actually already there. I was already there. Just by trying to keep a schedule. I mean, it would be like 3:00 in the morning, and I had to get up my alarm was at like 5:05. 2 hours to go to work for 24 hours. Shoot. Oh, now I remember. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I got to at least talk about it so you know what to remind me. What's in these things, huh? What happens to Firefighter, the channel Firefighter? So I've told y'all, Swingless Steve gets the comment of the day because he said he's going down with the ship. He's never unsubscribed. He's going down with the ship. But I tell y'all, like, I'm not posting here. The funny thing was I got a comment the other day and I replied back. And originally I said I was going to reply back and tell those people about my new channel, like where I was and stuff. And the only thing that people watch, or people mostly watch, are like the old, like me delivering food on Uber Eats, which is funny. But going back to, it's one of my first ones, actually. That was fun. That ship sailed though. Yeah. So these definitely got like the most views because you get like lower numbers, and then Uber Eats. It's funny because it still gets watched. But I mean, I had fun. That was that was pretty fun, actually. I do actually miss it a little bit. There's not a lot you can learn from me. So there might be a what not to do. When I watch y'all's videos, y'all who make Motovlogs and all that stuff, I watch on the Fyer Moto channel. And the Firefighter channel is just kind of like everyday, browsing or something or whatever. And it might be a mix of here and there. But what's really cool about this is the Fyer Moto channel. The channel. What's fun about this is like I watch some camera videos as far as like action cameras, but they're all, for the most part, they're all motorcycle channels. They're all everything to do about motorcycle stuff. Oh, and this guy getting chased by cops. Apparently I watched that. I try not to watch any Motovlogs on the Firefighter channel because it's funny. I've done it a couple times where I'll reply, or not reply, but I'll comment on somebody's stuff and I have to delete it because I commented as Firefighter. So I had to go back. Who is this hack? Fireman. I already talked about you, Canadian. Fireman looks like he stole the channel from Firefighter. Exactly. See? I do miss a name, so I'll get into that. That's regret. So I got to get back to that later on. Where are we at? Where are we at? Nobody knows. Not even me. Almost hit stop streaming on accident. That'd be pretty funny. Something enjoyable to watch or whatever. Or even if it's watching me flounder online, live streaming. Yeah. But that's the reason why I haven't actually like deleted it. I have all those videos, the Call of Duty videos I had before. Like I have them all backed up. I have them all on my productions as far as Premiere Pro. They're all saved. So it's not like I'm going to private them on YouTube. I'm just going to delete them. They're going to be gone. 15 videos in. So I already talked about this, so I won't really I'll just touch on it. 15 videos in, one in the queue, which puts me like I said, double from when I used to have a schedule. So I think that this has been a lot of fun. Lives are going to come back every 3 weeks with like mini lives or whatever, 30 minutes, which the joke is Moto Alley would say, when have I ever done 30 minutes? 0. I think 42 was the best I did. Let's see. Engagement greater than numbers from the get-go, like having one person like actually watch the video, enjoy the video, whatever, and come back and watch another one the following week. Like that's what it was always about. There's other things that I like about YouTube, as far as I mentioned before, like it's an autobiography. You're documenting your life. You're documenting whatever the process, a portion of your life. It could be, it could be as simple as, you had this bike, then you went to this bike, and then you went to this bike, and you remember this bike. And now you have a video about it. Now you have a walk around video about that bike before you sold it, before, whatever, you make up the scenario. And I like that portion about YouTube as well, or the documenting your the process of documenting the process of documenting that portion of your life. Nailed it. The engagement will always beat numbers for me. I get it that this can be, lucrative to a point, and people seek numbers. Sometimes numbers are validation. No. So the validation I get is that there's X amount of people that are, watching it live, that are participating in the comment section, talking back and forth, talking to each other, saying hey and all that stuff. That will always trump numbers. I've really enjoyed is being able to, there's a notification that pops up. Somebody commented. I go there, look at it, read the comment, reply back. I think that it's no more evident than, even if I didn't speak one word of this, if you look at the comment section, and at least I have the time to do it. I know a lot of people don't have the same time I have. As busy as I can be, I can also be the opposite. So that being said, a lot of the time I fill in is making videos and editing and writing and doing now photography and some other stuff. But I write like I talk. Well, that's probably a good way to put it. As much as I talk, as much as I ramble over the last, what is it now? An hour and 3 minutes, because I was on time. Another thing I did good at. I was on time. Technically early when I hit go live. But whether you ask for it or not, I'm going to give you an answer. Your reply, or if it's in the conversation, obviously I'll hit the like and we'll move on to the next one. But I'll write paragraphs. I'll write pages. Ben Gerard Whiskers, 2 different names, but just depends on if he comments versus his YouTube. He apologized ahead of time, and he's gonna write a book. And I'm like, bring it, because I'm gonna write one right back to you. He's another Australian. I totally forgot. Yeah, he's another Australian. He's one of the ones I captured. So during my late night schedules. So Mike says, I'm going to get a camera and record my cooler rides. I do a lot of big group rides, downtown Chicago rides, trip to Harley Museum in Milwaukee. What's good enough camera for a non-YouTuber? Ooh, the word YouTuber. Nah, you're good, man. You can say anything. Yeah, Ben, what's up, man? See, there he is. Speaking of, because it's really cool. Getting 2 cameras, it's not as difficult, I guess, as it would sound, because you have essentially like, all right, here's my 2 arms. This is the GoPro, and then this is the action camera, the 360. If I want to show the 360, once I clap and I sync the audio together, then all I got to do is, as I cut this away, it reveals the underneath track, which is the 360. And then as that goes back, then the GoPro, what am I doing? The GoPro shows up. I guess it would have been a lot easier if I did this. Whatever. But so it's basically track on track, and then I can cut, delete this part, and now that the 360 is showing, and then I come back to the end of the cut, and my GoPro shows because it's on the top of the track. All right. Whatever. Yeah, I could talk about cameras all day. Cameras and equipment. I bought too many of it. All right. So now, regrets. Do I have regrets? Well, yeah, but about the channel. So the firefighter channel, Mike, I hope you got some answers. If I delete the channel, then I would imagine that all the comments, it'd be a complete wipe. I would imagine that'd be a complete wipe. And anybody that I commented on a video, had a conversation with, dialogue back and forth, it would just be gone. And it may look weird too, because if I reply to a comment on somebody else's comment, and then the creator, the YouTuber, the influencer, the content creator, if that person responded to me, but then I delete it, then if somebody goes back and reads it, man, that's some inception. They're like, who's this guy talking to? It's a ghost. But all joking aside, all seriousness, I think that that's another thing I would like to keep the channel. That's one of the things I don't want to regret is as far as like actually deleting the channel. The other thing is, and when I talked about myself or Mrs. Firefighter, right? When I talk about my wife, it had a cool ring to it, right? And the Fyer Moto, like Mrs. Fyer Moto, Mrs. Fyer, like it's not the same. It's not the same. YouTuber is better than influencer and content creator. Yeah, I agree. Mike, I agree. Oh man. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll go with that. YouTuber. All right, you start making videos. Well, you gotta let us know. You gotta let me know in one of these lives that you got videos, and I'll definitely check you out. Because I do have not to go too far off on a tangent, but I have a community tab, playlist or whatever. So like instead of hitting watch later, if I see people, you'd be one of them, you know. But if I see someone's video that I can't watch right now, I'll put it, instead of watch later, I'll put it in that community, so I can go in that pool of videos and make sure I don't miss anybody's video. That's kind of what I do. Not kind of, that's what I do for other YouTubers. Anyway, regrets. Yeah, get sad again. No, it's not sad. It's just kind of like, it's just not, that part's not the same. The biggest regret I have is losing a history. So let's go back to this. So I had, well, I'll say it's a rich history. If I go all the way back, that was episode 1. That was like the year I had a first, where was it? The first 100 subscribers. My old dog was in this one, I think. So if I hit play, let's see how this works. Yeah, I'll raise it up a little bit. Oop. Yeah, it should work. It's not too loud. Bobby? No, not Bobby. Not Bobby. So playing Call of Duty. Back then I used to play Call of Duty, rode the motorcycle, Motovlogs. That was Macy. That was our almost said Dalmatian. Woo. Our golden that we had before Fallon. She was 13. But just a quick video. But that was part of the history. Yeah. Might as well play this one too. And then I'll stop playing. Let me do this. Where's my cursor? There it is. Got 3 screens to pick from.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Good job. It's a mix of a piranha and a polar bear. Up.
Diet Dr. Pepper Monster.
Come on.
So there's like little things like that. Oh, that was weird. Okay, it's back. I thought it was out. I thought I broke it. But that's kind of what one of the things that, like, when I talk about regret is losing that history, losing 3 years worth. All right, so let me read the last little bit and I'll duck out of here. I'm sure the monster drink had nothing to do with that. Yeah. I got another one coming too. Up all night, baby. Up all night. All right, gents, ladies, gents. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been real. Motor Alley, playback king. Hope you're doing all right, man. Just got over his sickness. So keep it up, man. Appreciate you all. Look forward to any videos you have coming out, and I will talk to you soon. I don't have an outro, so I'll just hit this button here. I think this does it. Enjoy the ride. I do have an outro, but I didn't say it. That doesn't count.